I can still Trick Room smash him. But more importantly, this Seismitoad is a major impediment to my Seismitoad. It's one of his best switch-ins. So what I'm going to do is go Seismitoad and Facade. Oh, he went straight Sigalith. You love to see it. What's up, guys? It's Mrjamvad, and today we are back on the Pokemon Showdown server for an OU live, ladies and gentlemen. Today's a big day for me, man. Today's a big day for the first time in about 5 years, 4 to 5 years. I have merchandise once again. So I started something called Academy Gear. Put out some shirts. The idea came to mind. Shout outs to the Exceeded Zatu. So these shirts are representative of the house tour that we got going on right now. If you take the shirt, each shirt has a description that describes the type of person that is kind of in that house. It just says, defense gang, stand up, all that stuff. It's pretty great, So if you want a shirt, feel free to pick one up. I'll be having promotions all the way through, and all this ends on February 4th. If you just want to support, really appreciate that. So I'm gonna hop into the live right now, as we're gonna be featuring a Trick Room team passed to me by Flexin. We're gonna hop right into it. It's an interesting day today, guys. It's gonna be a lot more conversational. I think you guys have come to just kind of expect that from me. That's the jam way. Is one way of looking at it. Yeah, I'm just we got the magic bounce going on right now. I'm very reflective. Shout outs to Hatterene. Finally got it right, not Hatherene. I don't know why it always made me think of, what's that girl's name from Harry Potter? Hermione, and it just I don't know what it was. Maybe it was Hannah Hathaway. Just made me think of one of those, so I'd always say Hath when I said it. But yeah, that aside, I know you guys care a lot about that, but I'm gonna have to put that on the back burner. I really like my Hatterene in this one. Picks up KOs versus the majority of his team. Certain conditions have to be met, meaning Sigalith probably about half. It's Dazzling Gleam to kill. It's probably a little less than, probably can kill from a little more than half. Excadrill, I don't know the role on Excadrill. We're gonna have to learn today. We're gonna learn today. Conk under Trick Room is pretty dangerous as well, so I like my 2 Trick Room users. Aromatisse, once Excadrill is removed, is decent. I only say decent because he has Gengar. That thing's a problem. And Seismitoad's core perp is going to be to help to guard defensively against the Excadrill. Gengar, Mandibuzz is there for Hydreigon. Gengar, Sigalith is interesting. It can do a lot of things. It can really mess me up if I'm not well. But yeah, so all that being said, his main means of offense that I can't guard well against Sigalith and somewhat Excadrill, offensively at least. So my game plan is to lure in the Sigalith with likely maybe Seismitoad. It doesn't switch very well into Seismitoad. Luring Sigalith with Seismitoad coming in on Hippowdon, and get that Gengar low by just getting up Stealth Rock. So Seismitoad is going to be a huge crux of this victory, as we're going to lead with Mandibuzz here because he guards well against the majority of his potential leads, as he leads with Hydreigon. Now this is an interesting turn for me because he could elect to Draco Meteor. I'm going to roost here on the off chance that he is Spexed. I didn't want to Specs Draco as I U-turn. Mandibuzz too important as he goes to Seismitoad. While Trick Room is important with Conk, I can still Trick Room smash him. But more importantly, this Seismitoad is a major impediment to my Seismitoad. It's one of his best switch-ins. So what I'm going to do is go Seismitoad and Facade. Oh, he went straight Sigalith. You love to see it. So that's an excellent kill right there as my opponent forfeits. I've used this team before. I attempted to record it live. It was destroying in the beginning and then wasn't playing well. Not today. It was like a couple days back. And I was like, I don't like putting out lines where I'm just playing poorly. because I'm not thinking things through. Because generally, if you notice, this has been recorded late in the night. So when I record really late lives after, I get up at 4:20 to be exact. Oh, my alarm goes off at 4:20. Let me say, you won't be lingering in bed at times for about 5-10 minutes. But get out about at 4:30 out of bed and go to the gym. Come back. I try to record depending on what I have to do that day. If I can't, go straight to work, get off at 9, and then I'll try to record. So a lot of times you'll see me making a lot of mistakes during those hours. And if it's just low quality, I'm like, nah. Like, these aren't me baiting outplay. These aren't even good games. It's just a bad video. So yeah. And we were weak to something. So I took Aegis Slash and put it, took Bronze Armor, I put Aegis Slash, which is cool. But yeah, you guys don't care anything about that. Conk, very similar situation. Hatterene more dangerous because of the life form. If I get the right conditions met versus Gastro, it's very dangerous. I need quite a few conditions met. Mandibuzz doesn't really serve a purpose, but it's going to be really helpful with U-turn and the knockoff, plus Seismitoad and Aegis Slash. You're going to be seeing that in a few turns. Knockoff's going to go a long way. My core mod is actually Aromatisse. I'm excited for that. So we're going to use Conkeldurr to bait and Murk very early. We're not going to use it as Trick Room Sweeper. As we get Mandibuzz on lead. Toxapex on lead. On the off chance there's a Baneful Bunker that I need to be wary of. He very well could Scald. I'm open to that though. But Toxic was definitely the thing I feared more. So, because we didn't formulate a full-on game plan, we identified the threats, but we didn't formulate a game plan. So, this lends to impulsive playing, meaning right here, okay, I'm going to predict what he's going to go to, which is like Gastrodon, Corviknight, or Clefable. But what is my game plan? Gastrodon, Corviknight, Clefable coming in. Gastrodon, Corviknight, Clefable coming in. I'm not sure of what the Clef is as yet. If it's Spadef, he won't switch it in here. Corviknight, Mandibuzz, So let's think long term here. So I'm gonna double out to Mandibuzz here, anticipating one of his mons to come in. And because I switched out last time into a Toxicer, I expected Gastrodon or Corviknight to come in. So I want to start removing some items, as I mentioned earlier. You're gonna see the conjunction, you're gonna see the unison, the teamwork of Mandibuzz, Seismitoad, and Aegis Slash come to play a lot in these upcoming turns. So he's already lost 20% of his health, which is a big deal. This is a big deal because my goal at this point is to get him into a position where he feels very comfortable, very, very comfortable. Because what's gonna end up happening here is he's gonna go to his Toxapex. Or his Gastrodon feeling comfortable, right? And Metal Sound drops the special defense, and because he's slower than me, he's going to attempt to go to his Tyranitar. I doubt he's going to straight up attack here, but that's besides the point. It's a matter of, well, what am I trying to accomplish, right? So what I'm going to do is go to Conkeldurr here because it covers Tyranitar and it covers anything else that he could choose to go to. So he went to Toxapex, as I mentioned. It covers all of these, and because Toxapex offensively doesn't threaten Conkeldurr very much, I'm free to click Facade here. Excellent. As he chooses to go for Toxic Spikes. It's a big deal, but I'm not too concerned because I can remove the item. So if I'm gunning for a Aromatisse situation, we already removed the item on Gastro. No, we removed what item? We removed Clef's item. If Aromatisse, actually no, because he Toxic Spike there knowing that I'd stay in and knowing he could take any one hit. So I'm gonna close combat here, which means, is he just? I think he's gonna go to his Corviknight here. Nah. Maybe he's just not thinking things through. Okay. So we'll close combat here. Corviknight's gonna come out for sure. Man, I could have knocked out his Toxapex there. That's a bummer. So this is leftovers Corviknight, meaning it's likely bulk up. It's bulk up pressure. I prefer to see pressure because it, what's it called, deals with it a lot better. As now I'm gonna hard defog. While I could predict the roost, it's a question of what I want to invite in after the fact, you know. I'm gonna defog on the off chance he hard switches, right? Toxapex still has his item, right? Oh, it's Shed Shell. It's Shed Shell, okay. So here, you know, Shed Shell is irrelevant. I mean, I don't really have anything that's intending to trap this Pex. But he has Toxic and T-Spikes. But now I've seen what his initial switches are. Now I'm getting a little better gauge for what I'm dealing with here. So what I'll do is go to Hatterene. He's gonna Scald. It's just his best play. Hopefully no burn. Dope. And this. So we're setting up for Aromatisse. Toxapex's situation's already handled. So I'm gonna go back to Seismitoad here, right? Because at this point, my goal is to start finishing things off. I have most of my conditions met. Clef chipped, Corviknight chipped. He's gonna obviously be wanting to avoid a Toxic here, or maybe he's gonna Toxic himself. Okay, he wasn't gonna try to avoid a Toxic. Fair enough. I'm okay with that. Does this even get Toxic this gen? I don't remember. So if he is gonna go to Hazard Control route, he's gonna go to Corviknight's Mandibuzz, easily my weakest link. So we're gonna remove Corviknight's item, which is gonna be a big deal versus the Hatterene in case I start to go Hamilton with that, as he goes to Toxic Specs. So he's either bulk up. He has Iron Head, so he can't be bulk up. Bulk up doesn't run Iron Head, so he's definitely defensive. Perhaps he predicted taunt there. But there goes the Shed Shell, which is expected. And now Hatterene is far better positioned than it was before because Stealth Rocks are up. Playing around with Scald bullshit as he does get it. But now Conk is a massive problem to him, as can double back to Conk Elder here. Very little drawback. So he was gonna sack the. Yeah, he was gonna sack the, which blows. Probably gonna roost here. Damn, he was gonna sack the Corviknight. I thought he was gonna go back to Gastrodon, because Gastrodon slowed in my Hatterene, so it could actually stall. So he can Shadow Ball here. I doubt he can touch me. But now I have Rocks up, which is a big deal. And I gotta use Conkeldurr well. So Metal Sound here, very little drawback. I should use Conkeldurr better than I am. So I just lost a lot of momentum because I didn't cover for a Hatterene, a Thingy Sack. So right there, what I should have done instead was put him in a position where he had to sack him on. So go for Hatterene Psychic, force the recover on Gastrodon. But now I lost a ton of momentum for no good reason, as I'm going to be Shadow Balling here. He can afford the roost because he has pressure. And so I lost myself a ton of momentum. So that's just something to be mindful of whenever you guys are playing as well. Because he's just going to switch around here. Toxapex, right? And then he's... Damn. This makes it a little easier to predict, but, you know. So he'll never T-Spike here. He may Toxic. I can see a Toxic coming out, but he'll never T-Spike. He could Scald as well. So he Scalds, then that's gonna invite. He's gonna go to Corviknight after that. Corviknight still has his leftovers. So I messed up his Corviknight and then I allowed it to come back, which is a huge mistake on my part. Now it's gonna make this game a lot longer, and all the value that I got with Conk, well, it's not all gone, but I think I'm going to have to play Aromatisse differently than I initially intended. So I'm going to reorchestrate this game plan and use Aromatisse on the front end as far as breaking is concerned, and then back end Conk and Hatterene and Aegislash. Aegislash less so because he can switch around so well. So he does T-Spike, which I think was just a very bad play, because now I Mystical Fire for free. That was just a very bad play on his part. Life and burnt, right. So he's gonna try to get in his Toxapex as quickly as he possibly can. So what I'm gonna do is go to Aromatisse here. The Clef has to heal, right? This allows me to go for Nasty Plot as he Calm Minds. Calm Mind Wish, huh? Not too concerned about this. Let's see how much Moonblast is doing. 21%. It's not doing any damage. That's fine. We'll go Aegislash. I 1v1 this, but it's just Calm Mind, huh? Damn. All right, so we'll Metal Sound here as he's gonna go to his Toxapex. It's pretty free here. It's harshly fell. So we'll Metal Sound again. As now he's gonna go to Toxapex. Oh well. Let's see, Trick Room, Pex, yeah. He has no reason not to go for Toxic Spikes again. So I'm gonna take that into consideration. So I'm gonna go to Seismitoad here. I'm gonna have to start playing a little more aggressively. I expected the Toxic Spike there, no surprise. But it's less about that at this point, because I think I might want to get normal poisoned on Seismitoad, because this Toxapex can't heal, it has no item, and I can Skull Switch. And that allows me to get a Rock Switch again. Because he's Calm Mind Clef, I don't know if I can win anymore. I have to play very well with Conkeldurr. So I think it just depends, man. It just depends, man. It's gonna take a lot longer than it should have. I'm gonna have to play very well with Conk. So obviously here he's gonna be fearing. So with Metal Sound here, he's gonna either go to Toxapex or Corviknight. Toxapex or Corviknight. I'm gonna have to play very well with Conkeldurr as he protects. So Wish, Protect, Calm Mind. He's gonna go to, so he goes Gastrodon here, and now he's gonna pivot back to Toxapex, and this is where things are gonna get interesting. So I Metal Sound again. So now I get to go to Conkeldurr again on his incoming Gastrodon, and then I position myself to where I can click a close combat, right? So I'm close combating. He's gonna go to Corviknight. I thought he'd go hard Clef. Oh, he just sacks a Gastrodon. We didn't sack it, I crit him. So he potentially, it was possible that he could live that. Gastrodon being gone, not the biggest deal in the world, as he copies my Conkeldurr, but he's whittled. He's so I can always go to Mana Buzz. I believe I'm min speed 1%. Yeah, Mana Buzz is fine here. I don't think he'd CC anyway. Ditto was a horrible play there. He took rocks, and so he's slowly starting to lose his edge. He's starting to lose because that was just a poor decision. Like, I've made a few of them in this game, so who am I to talk, right? But it was just one of those plays that didn't need to be made at all, frankly. So he goes T-Tar. So now that Gastrodon is gone, it means nothing. So I'll King Shield here to check what kind of T-Tar this is. So he switches in T-Tar, gets rocks damage, and this is where Seismitoad being normal poison is gonna be a big deal, because now his Seismitoad switching has to be Clefable, right? So Seismitoad is going to keep coming in. He doesn't want this burnt. So he's going to go to his Clefable or his Corviknight. I still had to play the patience game. So he stays in. Burn fishing here. I don't get it. Predicted me the earthquake there. So he's probably going to go to Clefable here. Not too big of a deal as long as my Aegislash can always come in. Come on. Quags. Seismitoad, bro. Come on, bro. Like, this dude is trying to give me the burn chance. Are you serious? Come on. He's going to stay in again. Please, Seismitoad. I'm thinking long term here. And Joey always makes the jokes. He's like, Jam will burn everything but Scald. He'll burn Pyro Ball. He'll burn Flamethrower. He'll burn. So, obviously, Seismitoad is losing health each turn here. But now I've gained a lot of momentum back. So we're going to Earthquake here, forcing him to... Yep. So now he has to choose. Okay, well, let me see. Corviknight, Toxic. So Corviknight's coming in, or... What do I want in versus my conch? If Corviknight comes in, what does that mean? Nothing. So I have a chance to crit or get the big KO. Those are options that I'm open to. Now this Toxapex does not switching as well into Shadow Balls for my Aegislash. So we're gonna go to Conkeldurr here, and we're gonna make things interesting, right? The Corviknight partly wants to get rocks away. Got a Facade here because it guarantees at least some damage on the Corv. Figured he'd go to it, but CC just was not the play there. There's no reason. This puts him in a position where when my Conkeldurr comes back in, if his Toxapex is not at the utmost of health, then this gets bopped by close combat if I predict it on the switch. So he could stay in again, you know, he could choose to do that, but I have to say Aegislash. Yeah, figured you just attack me. It's interesting because Ironhead, CC into Ironhead plus Mach would have knocked this out. Corviknight being gone is a huge deal for Aegislash and being able to just spam moves. So at this point, I'm gonna so if I Flash Cannon, I'll Metal Sign. I think he should go Tar. Let's see how much Shadow Ball does to Toxapex on the switch. So now this Toxapex, one only has 10 recoveries. So he goes T-Tar, solid play. It's just the best Shadow Ball absorber. I do have my conch still. So it's leftovers T-Tar. Ugh. That's actually the worst possible thing I could have seen just now. That's the only time you'll ever hear that leftover T-Tar is what you don't want to see. Because I allowed my Seismitoad to get so low. So leftovers Tar is actually problematic right now. Aromatisse is it can't win because his Clef is CM2, which is something I did not anticipate. So for every turn I let this T-Tar just sit in here and chill, because he very well could Stone Edge here because he expects me to King Shield, so he can't crunch. He could also Earthquake. I'll King Shield to see what he's gonna do. So he has Dragon Dance. I already kind of mentally prepared. So well, if this is the case, I just sack Hatterene and go to Conkeldurr. I don't know why he's DDing up. I might be able to take this to my advantage. So I'll Trick Room here. So he crunches. I might be able to use this turn to my advantage because obviously he's going to expect me to go for Mach Punch here. So I could actually Facade to probably remove his Clef, but this guy plays too wildly. Yeah, I'm just going to attack what's in front of me. If he DD'd twice, just DDing twice just didn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like in any circumstance, it just didn't make sense. It was never your best play. So when he did that, I was like, well, see, we might CC hard here, but yeah, keeps predicting my Ditto just isn't the right play, bro. Like, you had other ways to gain a lot more momentum, because now you give me Toxapex and give me Conk again, which you don't want to see. And I'm gonna Earthquake hard because you're staying in. I just don't think it'll knock him out. Yeah, it's gonna be close, but now you gotta predict whether I'll CC or not, or I'll Facade. I do think he's gonna go to Clef as a mid ground. No, oh yeah, the Corviknight had healed. Right. So now it's actually in his best interest to get rid of my Aegislash. Like, to U-turn out into Toxic, but it's not enough. He doesn't have enough health. Aegislash is a problem now. Yeah, this is a problem now. So I'll Shadow Ball hard here. Gets the flinch. I think he's just giving up. Now I'll Shadow Ball hard here. Keeps flinching me. What I don't want to have happen is him going into Aegislash and then pivoting it around. So I'm going to Shadow Ball hard. Yep. Going to Toxapex and pivoting it around. I mean, I want him every time the Toxapex comes in, it gets blown away, because he's going to try to get, not Defiant. What am I trying to say? He's going to try to get, so our Metal Sound here is just my best play. He recovers. That's fine. Metal Sound again. It's going to be the same situation. Oh, okay, we making plays out here. So he's going to go to Corviknight now, because the Toxapex is going to die if he stays in. He goes to Clefable. Okay. Just going to Flash. I guess he's going to just switch around. But Clef, every time Clef comes in, that's better for my, what's-his-face. I guess he didn't realize that's what happens when you go in shield form. Like, you Ditto copy, you go back in shield. And then I get to copy, you go to Mandibuzz. And Ditto is taking rocks damage. It's not taking, like, it's not like it's taking, you know, what's it called? So he could double out to to Toxapex here. Shadow Ball does nothing. But he's copying my Aegislash, so it's slow. I mean, I can do this all day. Let's go back to Aegislash. He has how many Shadow Balls left? Yes, King Shield. I'll King Shield here. Could remove his Ditto, but there's no point. I can double the Mandibuzz. He could switch. He should switch to what's his face here. So Toxapex is gonna come out no matter what I do. That's fine. So he struggles to Ditto. Wise man. Though nothing can outspeed me and stop me from just going for my moves. Clef can't beat. I'd already knocked this thing out of him off, right? So the Clef's probably gonna go a long turn. Oh, he Moonblasted. Huh. So Metal Sound's free, and that's gonna be game. I could have played better. Could have definitely played that better. But you know, just I had a lot more foresight than he did, so that's the big difference there. But definitely, when I allowed Corviknight to come back, that was a lapse in judgment. And that lapse in the fact that I didn't realize how problematic Corviknight was to me, and I could tell he started to get impatient because he DD'd twice and then he stayed in. I'm glad I didn't Facade and I just attacked. If it was like I don't know, if I was playing like Blunder, so I'd have 100% Facaded there, because I know Blunder knows the value of his mons. Though Blunder would probably expect me to Facade and try to attack. Then if I Mach Punch there, he then say, "Man, you never predict," and forfeit. So it's one of the two. He's either gonna get the player right and then be like easy, or I'm gonna Mach Punch him or Facade him and he's gonna trash, unlucky player, blah blah blah, and leave. Obviously jokes, but yeah, man. I actually talked a lot about the games in this live. That wasn't the plan, but yeah. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. As far as the house tour, I'm gonna be uploading a lot of the replays from last week. Check out once more. Go grab your merchandise right now. Support the Academy. Wait, Academy gear support by the Teespring is not playing around. But you know, just keeping it 100%, man. All it is gear support. And I don't know if this house tour, how much I'm gonna do the house tour thing, how often. So as kind of like a memorabilia piece, more so than anything else. I'll show you guys the plethora of options. Let's see, because we don't just have shirts, we have cushions, and my personal favorite, if you saw the video, no, where is it at? The banner. They have a banner. Yeah, the wall tapestry. This shit is fucking sick. It is sick. There are already a couple people that have picked up their gear, so definitely don't miss out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.